Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at Origins 2019. I'm sitting down with Evan Derrick from Van Ryder Games, who brought us a beautiful collection of books that you guys have been working on.
So this is season 2 of our graphic novel adventures. So we published season 1, which was 5 books, and now we're coming out with 5 more. So graphic novel adventures, if you're not familiar with, they're kind of similar to the, old choose your own adventure kind of thing, but they're comic books.
Yeah.
So you can see that all the panels are numbered here, like so. And as you're playing, you might be like, okay, where do I want to go? All right, panel 347 is going to take me down this path, and you would then turn to 347.
Okay, may we?
Yeah.
All right, so
let's see what happens.
Oh, that's way in the back.
Ooh, oh.
Okay, 347.
Now
so
347.
We've walked down that, or continuing along the path.
Right, so then you turn to 172, and sometimes, I don't see it here, but sometimes there are going to be hidden numbers.
Oh, so if you notice something.
You're really going to be rewarded for looking very carefully.
Well, even this one,
frames.
I mean, just that has that choice of if you go that way, it's 228. If you go that way, it's 257.
And every book has like game elements, character sheets and whatnot. So this one's got a map at the beginning. It's got a character sheet you'd fill out, you'd pick up items, you'd record it here.
And you could certainly just Xerox this if you wanted to not...
And we have all the sheets available for download off of our website.
Perfect. Now, do you have the same artists for the entire series, or do you contract out to different people, so each book has a little different flavor?
So we localize these, actually. These were originally done by a French comic book company called Macaca Editions, and we were fortunate enough to license them and localize them. So we took all the puzzles. Oftentimes the puzzles would be very French and not work at all. We'd go back to them and say, hey, we can't solve this puzzle. And they're like, oh yeah, the answer to that is 29, which is, 29 or something in French.
Right.
And we were like, well, that's not gonna really work. So we did a lot of work making sure the puzzles worked for English-speaking audiences.
Yeah, because there would be phonetic puns and cultural things
all that kind of stuff.
Don't transfer languages.
We did all the translation work. We hired translators and worked on it. We redid all the layout and stuff. But so originally they were done by a company in France who worked with all the artists and stuff. The art is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's very different between all the different kinds.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, because I think that the superhero one is going to have a very different feel, both in tone and saturation and art style
and it also plays very differently. You're a superhero. You're increasing your strength, or you can actually not even be a strong superhero. You can be like Batman and just get lots of money. So that's an entire path you can take in the book.
This is making me very reminiscent because I loved Choose Your Own Adventures when I was a kid, and I would put my fingers in every branch point. And my sister would come in, I'd be in bed, and I'd be sitting there trying to hold this book and have like 8 branch points open at the same time.
You're going to have a very, very hard time doing that with this.
Which I think is good because it's going to force you to reread it, to do new adventures. I was thinking exactly that, like I could not branch point this.
No.
Because there's so many options. I love the idea that you have, like even this has all these doors.
Yeah, there's like, 4 different doors and a machine in the middle. And one of the really cool things is when you find hidden numbers. So like hunting in the art for, it's such a great aha moment.
I was just thinking like, I haven't even seen one yet, and I feel like it would be so satisfying. Like,
But a lot of time what you do is you'll just be poring over the picture like, is that a number? I think no, maybe that's not a number, and like hunting.
Do you find, like, can you kind of see people from a distance who, without seeing the cover, they're doing this because they're sort of staring at this intently in a very particular way?
Yeah, absolutely. So these are the 5 books in this series. So we have 2 different Sherlock ones. One of the most popular books from the last season was the Sherlock Holmes one we did. This one involves Moriarty. He is actually a playable character.
Oh, that's neat.
Normally you get to choose, am I going to be Watson or am I going to be Holmes? Well, now you can also be Moriarty. And Moriarty can threaten the suspects to get more information out of them. This one it's called The Challenge of Irene Adler. This is actually a 2-player book.
Oh,
One of you can play Sherlock and one of you can play Irene, and you'll compare your scores and see who did the best. Mystery is our superhero one. And then these 2 are in the world of pirates. And this is actually part 1. and kind of part 2. So they continue. It's a continuing story.
And while we have been calling this a series, it's not like you have to buy all 5.
No,
you can just,
you
it's
don't.
just they're published in a wave together.
Yes,
Yeah.
you could pick out the one that you really like, try it out, see how it is, and then of course once you love it, buy all 10 of them.
Obviously, that's a given.
But I mean, why don't gamers want to have all the things? Of course they
We
want
want
all
all
the
the
things.
things,
I
yes.
want all the things.
Well, if you guys want all the things, then please check out this. What were you calling them? The adventure book series.
This is graphic novel
Most
adventures.
which is being co-published, then we'll say, with
Yes.
Van Ryder Games here in the U.S. for the English language editions.
We are the English language publisher for North America.
Yeah. Evan, thank you so much for letting us take a look. And so come check this out from Van Ryder Games.